What up YouTube, we back on another YouTube video. In this video, we got pretty, disturbing, very sad news. For those of you that's not aware of the earthquake that happened in Venezuela, the 7.5 magnitude earthquake. And I've been seeing a couple of videos on my Twitter. We're about to check this video out and see the aftermath of the earthquake. Got drone footages and potentially see some eyewitness accounts. And we're about to check this video out. Don't forget to like, comment, what videos you want to react to, subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, this is very a sad situation for sure. Definitely have prayers for them. And another thing I heard, I'm pretty sure there's some teams that's going out to help them out. Some support teams, stuff like that. Giving them what they need. But yeah, check the video and let's see the devastation after. Let's see. We see right there. Collapsed. Wow. Guess there's no sound. Wow, this is... Wow. Definitely very sad, for sure. It could happen in a second. 1 second, that's all it takes. A couple seconds, Yeah, what do you do after that? You're just eating dinner with your family. Then out of nowhere, the whole building starts shaking. Check out another video. That video had no audio. I'm gonna watch this video about Human D podcast. See their comments and takes on this.
Earthquake, 7.4 earthquake and a 7.6 earthquake that hit yesterday. Powerful earthquakes near Caracas. This report here says at least 164 have died as rescue efforts underway. But the reports I'm getting from people on the streets is there's 55, nearly 60,000 people missing, and no one really knows what's going on. So when you look at the story here, twin earthquakes back to back rocked Venezuela last night, killing nearly 200 and injuring at least 1520. Venezuela National Assembly President George Rodriguez said this afternoon those tolls are set to rise again. The extensive damage across South American countries, 8 pledges with frantic rescue efforts underway, pledges of aid poured in from around the world. Marco Rubio even commented on this. The U.S. said it was immediately deploying search and rescue teams, medical resources, and humanitarian assistance. That's Marco Rubio. U.S. response will be big. It'll be fast. It'll be effective. And state of emergency, acting President Delcy Rodriguez declared a state of emergency announced. Here's a couple videos for you to watch. This is the airport. This is what it looked like at the airport. I've been through an earthquake before, the big one in Northridge. Let me tell you, it is extremely scary when you're going through it.
This is the airport? Zing, that shot. Wow, bro. You think it's the end of the world. You literally think it's the end of the world.
And the dust you see, that's the concrete rubbing against each other in the roof and the pillars. That's what's going on there.
Jeez. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
45 seconds.
This is one. Do you have another one? Do you have a couple other ones with properties shaking? This is just the airport. And by the way, the airport's at least built on a decent structure where you don't see it coming down. There's some, watch this one here.
That. Oh.
That's exactly what happened in the Northridge apartments right next to Cal State Northridge. Is the garage underneath collapse?
Never dropped.
That never drops a cigarette though. Shout out to whatever brand that is cigarette.
Look at this. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So let's pause there. Devastating going through this. Our guest today is Anda Padilla, doctor there herself. Anna.
Yeah, let's touch back on what he said. Going through that, you're doing your thing, talking with the family. Out of nowhere, it's just started shaking. Let me know down in the chat, down in the comments, what will be going through your head. at that moment right there and there. Me personally, I would think like he said, I think the end of the world. That's what I would be thinking. Like, yo, we're getting attacked by some other country or something. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Truly sad.
Can you hear us?
Hi, yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thanks for joining us. And we appreciated that, Tim Ryan made this happen, made the introduction. So we're out here. All we see is clips. All we read is stories. We're not there. What can you tell us of what's going on right now in Venezuela?
Well, right now, first of all, I just want to let everyone know that, Venezuela is heartbroken at the moment. The devastation and the loss is incomprehensible, first of all, and it's a big tragedy. We've got people trapped under buildings. The rescue teams have not even reached them yet. I mean, it's deeply personal, and I know everyone is seeing in the news, but they're not feeling how we feel. And it's not just numbers on the screen for us. We've had dear friends, personal friends from university that were trapped under their buildings waiting for rescue, and they were holding on for their lives until they just couldn't anymore. I'm sorry. And it's deeply personal for us. The truth is we were not prepared for this. The country's not prepared for this type of stuff. So that's why I'm deeply grateful to be here today, to spread awareness and to let everyone know and to let our American brothers know that we do need help. It's a fact. We need help. People are being crushed by buildings. They're waiting for everyone to come in and help. And we need a lot of supplies. I'm here at the donation center at the moment. I don't know if you can see around me.
We see it.
We're gathering clothes, we're gathering surgical materials, we're gathering medicine. And, people have lost everything. People are losing everything at the moment. They're living in the streets. They're out in the cold. They have not eaten for 24 hours. And, it's a big devastation. I know it's not what you see maybe in the news, but here inside, people are suffering. And I just want to let everyone know out there that if you can extend your hand to help us out, it is deeply appreciated. We've got a bunch of my friends are also setting up GoFundMe's. There's foundations that are trying to help. And I know all of the countries are helping. But the crucial thing is it needs to be faster. I had a couple of friends going down to La Guaira, which was the state most affected. And they said they could hear people scream under the buildings, but there were no protection or rescue teams there yet. So it's mostly civilians trying to do whatever they can to take out the pieces of the building and bring people out. And, we need all the resources we can. Our resources inside are running out. I work here with the hospitals, and a bunch of my friends are also in hospitals. They're saying the resources are running out. They're asking for donations. And I know it's not what we can see out there in the news, but this is the reality.
Anna, let me ask you, what did it feel like? Walk us through what happened, when it happened, both of them. What did it feel like? How long did it last? How wide is the impact in the States?
Y'all got denim? Hold on the website, y'all? Ain't no way you guys are.
Well, where I lived, it wasn't as intense as it was for other people. I was at my house, and it felt like the longest 7 or 10 seconds of my life. The building was shaking intensely. The lights were giving off. My mom was also at the supermarket. Lights were giving off. Everything was shaking. And after everything happened, where you get to calm down, you start seeing the videos of buildings going down, videos of people, under the buildings. And nobody expected this. Our last earthquake was probably more than 50 years ago.
Oh, wow.
And as you may know, and as it is not a secret, here we were not prepared for this. And as soon as it came, everybody was in shock. And then the devastation and the loss came after. Buildings were going down, and you started searching for your loved ones. That was the worst part. Searching for your coworkers, for your friends, for your family, trying to reach them. And we were all desperate to hear of our loved ones. They were okay, and our friends. So it was the longest 7 to 10 seconds. That's how long it lasted. And that is how long it took for everything to crumble down, for people to start losing their lives, especially in La Guaira I want to bring awareness to La Guaira because it was
Yeah.
a state where almost, I think, even more than what has been said, around 100 buildings came down. I have friends there. I have friends that thankfully were rescued under their building yesterday, and they're currently at the hospitals. But some of them lost their lives, and they were very young. Mostly is young people losing their lives that were in those buildings. I had a friend yesterday that sadly passed away. We were trying to get him a rescue team, but it was not possible because everything is moving
Wow.
slow. And that's why I want to let everyone know everything here moves slow. The rescue teams are slow. The capacities are surpassed. And that's why we need all the help we can get inside Venezuela, because it's been very difficult for us, and we're trying to manage as quickly as we can. It's mostly civilians out there trying to make a difference.
And by the way, what I'm hearing, I'm so sorry you guys are going through it. It's tragic to hear stories like this. The latest update, I just read a story that was 188. The latest update from a few minutes ago right now is death toll officially hits 589. It's what the death toll is, 2980 injured and 60,000 people missing. Does that sound about right to you? Are people, every minute they're hearing new stories of tragedy, of losing friends and family?
Yes, well, that is definitely not what you hear out here, Pat, especially because it is as simple as they have not reached the most affected areas. It is not possible to be known how many people have passed because they haven't even gotten to them yet. And
Right.
that's what I'm saying. They haven't gotten to any places that were the most affected. There's still people, and this is stories from people that have gone to the places most affected, civilians.
Crazy.
They hear people screaming under the buildings. And I mean, it's been around almost 72 hours. Nobody can last inside a building like that under rumble that's very heavy. And to me, it seems that, if it is confirmed in the international news, the number is most likely to increase about 1,000 people, because it is the devastation here. And
Wow. That is truly devastating. Wow. Imagine have friends, you go to school with, went to jobs, your coworkers. And then you just have news that, building just collapsed on them. That's like something you would never think would ever happen. But in life, bro, you always gotta expect the unexpected. Life could turn tragic like in a second. So just gotta be grateful every single day.
the loss is incredibly big.
Well, Anna, thank you so much for joining us here to give us an update. And, we, anytime things like this happen, typically helps communities get closer together, and especially when you're relying on others to just help out. And I see that happening with you, and we're going to do our part as well. Do any one of you guys have, Adam, you have a question?
Yeah, I'll just ask a quick question. Anna, major respect to you. We're here in South Florida. I'm from Miami. I think Miami has the largest concentration of Venezuelans outside of Latin America. So I know that the people of Miami are going to be helping and sending as much aid as we can. Here's my question. We just had a discussion, not to make this political whatsoever. I want to understand the infrastructure, because we just had a conversation here about the DSA and they're taking over America. What has the socialist agenda done in Venezuela to basically not pay attention to the economy, which leads to poor infrastructure, which leads to poorly maintained buildings, which when something like this happens, the roads, the electrical grids, the waters, all basically succumb to the issues. So what could you say about basically what socialism has done to your country?
It's so easy to become a podcaster with Riverside. First, go to Riverside and open an account.
Well, in that regards, what I can mostly say is that, all of this damage that this has done is basically being reflected in the maintenance of everything. And maintenance of buildings, of this basic services, water, electricity, that has all been affected. We actually, I can't say anything specific about why this has happened, because political implications and everything. But I can assure you that inside Venezuela, there is a lack of attention in the well-being of the population, basically.
So Anna, this is Anna. Vincent, sorry to cut you off. My thoughts and prayers go out to you, your family, everybody that's affected. What And right now, as an American, what is the best way for someone to be able to help?
We're gonna do it right now. I'm gonna announce something right now. While we're doing this, I've been working on something, so we'll keep you posted. Anna, stay close to us because I'm about to announce something here that the audience needs to hear. We have this shirt that we just produced right now that says "Pray for Venezuela," black and white, and on the back it says "Future looks bright." You always need to be optimistic about the future. 100% of anything we sell on merch today on our website, we will be sending it to families that were directly impacted by this financially. Anna, please stay close to us. We will be following up with you within later on today, if not tomorrow, to make sure we get this money directly to families. And depending on what different GoFundMes are or different things that we have in place, we want to support these families. It's devastating that something like this is going on. And I want to thank Tim Ryan that connected us. He's one of the biggest connectors out there.
Wow. Salute to PBD podcast for doing that. Showing support. Showing support any way they can. That's definitely is a tragedy. And like she said, they need to help as soon as possible. There's people literally underneath the rubble as we speak.
And this is one of the ways that we're able to contribute and help other people out. Anna, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you. Our prayers are with you.
Thank you so much for this visibility. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye. Folks, every once in a while when stuff like this happens, we're not directly impacted by it. If it's on your heart to want to help out these families. Last time when the fires happened in L.A., Vinny, you were with me when we raised, I don't know what it was. We raised $100,000.
Over $100,000.
Over $100,000. We called 20-plus families one by one, and we sent each of them $5,000. And none of them would believe it when we would make these calls. None of them. They're like, this is not real. I said, hey, can you call Johnny? He told us about you. They called Johnny. No, this is real. Wait, they're going to send me $5,000. And they were all crying, emotional. So if you have family, if you have family yourself that's going through it, depending on how much money we raise here, we're going to spend 100% of it. We're going to send it to the families in Venezuela. If you go to vtmerch.com, if you want to support that shirt, Pray for Venezuela. This is not going to go away anytime soon, whether you want to buy a white or a black one yourself. And at the same time, anything else that we sell today on vtmerch.com, 100% of all sales today on vtmerch.com will go to Venezuela. 100% of whatever we sell on vtmerch.com, not the profits, the gross. So if you buy something $100, the profit is whatever. It's not the profit that's going to go. It's the $100 that's going to go to families in Venezuela. Collectively, this is our opportunity to positively impact some of these families in Venezuela. Can you press the clip of that one video of that building that just went down, the big building? Bro. I want you to see this, folks, because we didn't really see all of it. Watch this. Go to the not this one. You just I just sent it. It was just in. Well, play this one if you want. This is what it looks like right now.
And listen, Pat, you're gonna hear people. Listen.
Someone stuck in the bottom.
Yeah, listen. Watch. Oh my God.
¿Cómo te llamas, hermano? What's your name, my friend?
Anthony. El otro.
Anthony.
How are you supposed
Ramón.
to?
Y el otro.
The other guy.
Ari.
Ari.
Sí.
Ari. Bueno, ahí está.
Oh my God, my heart.
Mano, ahí está una
I
señora.
couldn't. See, watch more.
Sí, mano, aquí está una
They're
señora.
all in there.
Señora, hable para que la escuchen. Señora.
Heartbreaking, man.
Señora, hable. Señora.
Not shot.
Ahí está, mano, allá. Está una, hay dos.
He
Está
heard her
vivo,
earlier,
mano,
and God
vivo.
knows if
Y
she's
allá
still.
atrás, hay,
Connor, I sent you one
escucha,
of an entire apartment comp, like a high-rise, 20, 30
so
stories,
sad.
literally just collapsing. I sent it. I texted it and I slacked it.
This is it's in the group text.
Yeah.
It's devastating when you see. Yeah,
that's
watch
right.
this one.
Look
here.
at that. Look at that, bro. Oh my
gosh, is that
God.
real?
Oh my
Yeah, it's real.
God.
It's not AI. I
No.
checked out comments.
Bro.
Yeah, listen, devastating to say the least. Some of my favorite people I worked in our insurance company, they were Venezuelans. They remember when we would go have dinner together and the stories,
Sad,
a lot
bro.
of great stories. Some of the best people come out of Venezuela, man. I can't even describe it to you. Now, when I went to the game, Venezuela, Honduras, I don't know who was Dominican against Venezuela, the culture, the people, how loud, how much fun, how much they love their country. So if you want to support, again, any purchases that we make next 24 hours on vtmerch.com will go to families. And if you're somebody that family is impacted by it, get a hold of us. Get a hold of one of us on Manek. Message us. Let us know about the story. We'd love to find a way to support these guys direct. This is going to be the biggest webinar we've ever held, we've held webinars on AI, on business, on a range of people that are getting on this webinar. It's going to
Wow, insane, chat. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments down below. If you know anybody from Venezuela, any relatives there, it definitely is a tragedy. All my prayers goes out to them, man. I will support, contribute any way I can. Yeah, this is tragedy right here. Definitely sad news. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Appreciate y'all tuning into this video. Yeah, guys, I'll see you on the next video.